You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to be honest. This has got Jimmy Haslam written all over it. It really does. I'm sorry. I mean, Andrew Berry, I'm probably not the biggest fan of that dude either, to be honest with you. I like Kevin Stefanski as a coach. I'm not going to lie. He's one of these guys that if he ends up getting fired, he's going to get rehired very, very quickly. All right, 2-time coach of the year, playoff win, 2 playoff appearances. I mean, for the Browns, let's be real, cup runneth over with Kevin Stefanski as the coach. So, the one thing the Cleveland Browns fans did not want to see was something like this kind of headline. Browns free agent running back Nick Chubb, one of the most decorated players available, is expected to sign with the Houston Texans on Monday if all goes well, with his physical sources say. Okay, so let me read to you what Browns fans saw. Is expected to sign with the team that destroyed us in a trade for Deshaun Watson. The Texans are expected to now sign Browns legend Nick Chubb if all goes well. Chubb's 2024 ended prematurely with an injury, but he now could return for more in Houston. I mean, yikes. Yikes. Now, I understand he's 29 years old. I get it. All right? I get it. He's 29 years old. Last 2 seasons, injury prone. There's another way to look at it. Not a lot of tread put on the tires the last 2 seasons. That's one way you could look at it. We're talking basically 500 snaps in 2 years. So if he stays healthy for the Texans, this could be a massive win for the Texans. 51 rushing touchdowns, 5 passing, so 56 career touchdowns. Right here, 7,800, basically 8,000 yards from scrimmage. Now, just to let you know, all right, last 2 seasons for Derrick Henry, basically nearly exactly right at 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. So you got to be careful here. There's some of these running backs out there that can actually do something till they're 34, 35, 36. Frank Gore, Adrian Peterson. This could turn out to be a bad move, especially when you consider you could have just brought him back for a couple of years. He could have retired with your team. Texans dumped a broken Watson on the Browns for a gang of first-round picks in return, and now they're taking Nick Chubb from us. Yeah. Ooh. Yikes. That's rough. Browns fans, when Nick Chubb signs with Houston tomorrow, God, that's crazy. It really is. I'm very disappointed the Browns decided not to re-sign Nick Chubb. He's everything you want in an athlete and a running back, but even more than that, a great person. Maybe if we didn't give Deshaun Watson $230 million guarantee, we could have made it work. God. You know, the Deshaun Watson trade is bad enough because of all the talent that the Texans have gotten out of that joker. You add in the contract, being a part of this, yikes. I mean, holy shit. No, I don't think so. He was a lot older. Nick Chubb is literally 29 years old. I think he's got a couple of years left. If he's healthy, he's got a couple of years left. All right, seriously. Deshaun Watson is a Cleveland Brown and Nick Chubb is a Houston Texan. Disgusting, really. There you go. At Browns, more reason I will not buy season tickets. Nick Chubb should have retired at Cleveland Brown. Really hard to see the franchise, really hard to like this franchise anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy. I effing hate the Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb should have been a Brown his entire career. Sickening. Some things you just got to do for the organization. You know, I mean, honestly, some things you just got to do for your fan base, your organization. You just got to take care of some guys. And I feel like Nick Chubb, for Browns fans, is one of them dudes. So let's switch gears. Wow. Wow. So let's talk about something that is absolutely a story. PFF, Pro Football Focus, Bradley Locker names Kevin Stefanski among NFL coaches on the hot seat this season. Quote, Cleveland, which holds 2 2026 first-round picks, will likely reset under center next offseason, and the same transition very well may include a new leader. So, look, that's a fact. I like Kevin Stefanski, but he is on the hot seat. Now, what's jacked up about that is if the owner forces him to play a quarterback he doesn't want to play, whoever that is, I mean, shit, there's 4 of them. Whoever that is, like Jimmy Haslam needs to absolutely defer to Kevin Stefanski that knows all about quarterbacks. That also tells you Deshaun Watson's a train wreck, because if Kevin Stefanski can't make you look competent as a quarterback, your career is probably a wrap. All right? No doubt about it. Haslam's the reason Baker Mayfield's not in the building anymore. Deshaun Watson's there. And I kind of wonder if he's the reason why Nick Chubb's not there anymore, too. This is interesting, and a lot of people, I've seen a lot of 2 and 3 win predictions on where it is this team is going to end up this season. So it bears watching. You know one thing, if the running game is not, at least pretty good this year, if Nick Chubb goes to the Texans and throws up even 700 yards and 300 yards receiving and 5 or 6 touchdowns, it's going to look like a real ball drop. Even at that, because you got to remember, they've got Joe Mixon. The Texans literally got Joe Mixon, and Nick Chubb is a 1-2 punch down there. Man, that running game going to be filthy in Houston. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.